The message was addressed to him, but he never sent it. Most people think fear is loud. They think fear is running, screaming, shadows in the corner. But the worst fear I've ever seen is quiet. It arrives like a notification. It lands gently on your screen, and suddenly your body knows something your mind refuses to accept. Someone is already inside your life. Elias learned that on the day he received a message addressed to him from himself, a message he never sent. The morning after, Elias woke up early, not because he was rested, because sleep didn't hold. He stayed in bed for a long time, staring at the ceiling like it might explain something. Then he did what humans do when they're scared. He tried to become normal. Coffee, shower, laundry. He opened his phone and scrolled through things he didn't care about, just to hear the soft, mental static of the world. Then he opened his email and saw it immediately. A new message, unread. Subject line, "You opened it." Elias froze. The sender's name wasn't strange. It wasn't a random address. It wasn't a scam. It was Elias V. His own full name, his own email address. His fingers hovered over the screen. He thought, this is a glitch. People get spoofed emails. People get hacked. People get phishing scams. But this wasn't that, because the details were too clean. There were no spelling mistakes, no weird links, no urgent money request, just one line at the top, imperfect formatting, from Elias V to Elias V, the same address, the same inbox, like the message never traveled anywhere, like it just appeared in the middle of his life. Elias tapped it open. The body of the email had no greeting, no signature, just a single sentence. "Stop pretending you don't know what it means." Elias reread it 3 times. Then he noticed something worse, the timestamp. The email said it was sent tomorrow. Elias sat down hard on the edge of the bed. He stared at the screen until the words stopped feeling real. Then he did something desperate and human. He checked the clock. He checked the calendar. He checked the time zone. He even restarted the phone. But the message stayed, still unread, still there, still perfectly normal, except for one impossible detail. It was sent from a day that hadn't happened. Elias wanted to tell himself it didn't matter. It was just metadata, just a number, just a bug. But his body didn't care. His body knows what minds refuse to admit. Numbers don't lie by accident. Elias opened his sent folder. Nothing. He opened his drafts. Nothing. He searched keywords. Nothing. Then he opened his outbox and felt his stomach drop. There was an email in there, a draft, not sent, not scheduled, just sitting there, like it had been waiting. Subject line, "You opened it." His hands shook as he tapped it. The draft contained more than the message he'd received. It was longer. It wasn't a single sentence. It was a paragraph. And the first line said, "Elias, don't delete this." Elias whispered out loud, "No," as if the room could hear him, as if his phone could hear him, as if his own name could hear him. He kept reading. The message wasn't written like a threat. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't poetic. It was written like a warning you send yourself when you're still trying to be rational. It said, "Elias, don't delete this. You're going to want to. You're going to tell yourself it was stress, or exhaustion, or a glitch, but you saw the door, and now it knows you can see it. Don't go back to the hallway. Don't try to prove it. And if you receive this message, it means you already failed." Elias stared at the last sentence for a long time, because it was the first sentence that felt personal, not mysterious, not cosmic, personal. It wasn't written for a story. It was written for survival. Then, below it, one final line. It learns through repetition. Elias exited the email, just to breathe, just to reset his mind. And at that exact moment, his phone vibrated. Another message, same sender, same subject, different words. He didn't open it. He couldn't. His thumb hovered over the screen like it was above a live wire. He noticed his reflection in the black glass, not his face. just the shape of his eyes, the stillness, the tension. And then he realized something that turned his blood cold. The first email hadn't been sent tomorrow. It had been sent because tomorrow already happened somewhere, not in the world, but in a system that wasn't built for time the way humans understand it. Elias did what anyone would do. He tried to erase it. He deleted the email. It came back. He deleted it again. It came back. He blocked the sender. Nothing changed. He turned off Wi-Fi. He turned off data. He turned off Bluetooth as Bluetooth mattered. Then he turned off the phone entirely. For a full minute he sat in silence. Then he turned it back on. No notification, no vibration. For a moment he felt relief. And then the phone unlocked itself. Not with Face ID, not with a password. It unlocked, as if it recognized the room it belonged to. A new email appeared. Subject: don't. Body: you're making it faster. That's when Elias understood. This wasn't a message. It was a measurement, a way of tracking his choices, a way of mapping his reactions, like a scientist pressing buttons to see what a rat learns. Except Elias wasn't learning. Something else was. Elias didn't respond. He didn't type a word. He didn't want to give it anything. He put the phone down on the kitchen table, screen facing down, like it was a living thing. Then he looked around his apartment, his normal life, and it felt wrong now. Not because it changed, because he changed. Because once you see one room that doesn't exist, everything else becomes suspicious. He picked up a notebook and wrote one sentence: "It can contact me." Then he wrote a second sentence: "It can imitate me." Then his pen stopped, because he realized the third sentence was the one he didn't want to write, but he had to, so he wrote it anyway. "It can predict me." Elias shut the notebook, and in the silence, his phone vibrated again. He didn't look. He didn't need to. He already knew what it would say, because that's the real horror. Not that something is watching, but that something is learning you so well. It can speak in your voice before you do.